similarities of your own offense and what you guys see in training camp?
A little bit. Some of the jets, some of the motions kind of pair up a little bit, but different personnel. Kind of the same cloth as the offensive calling, but each coordinator always have their own kind of taste. Even the run game is just a little different from what we do here. And they like to get to the perimeter a lot with a lot of misdirection. So we got to make sure that we don't get too enamored as far as the linebackers with all the jets and different motions and just play our keys.
When you play the defense with the amount of speed that it has, what's the most important thing for all defenders?
Well, most importantly is have good edges because if they can get to the perimeter with the run game, it's going to be a long day when they can get to the edge and have us putting people in the box for the run and obviously going deep behind us with two of the top wide receivers, two of the fastest guys in the league. So as far as the back end, making sure all the big shots, big plays are doubled by somebody, and for the front seven, making sure we have edges for the perimeter runs.
With as much motion as they do, how much stress does that put on you guys pre-snap to be right?
If we're not prepared, it's going to put a lot of stress. We know they're a motion team. They like the motion. We might as well say almost every play. So we need to be expecting some type of motion and be prepared for when they do it. So when they do make those type of moves and motions that you haven't seen, that's when they get people off their players or get guys with bad eyes.
What do you know about Waddle being an Alabama guy? What did you know about him there, and what do you know about him now?
Well, I didn't play with him, but I definitely watched him at his career at Alabama, so definitely a lot of respect for him. My brother played with him for a little while, so I got to kind of know him a little bit through just when I went back to visit for the games or just went back in the off season. But just from through the wind, just a great guy, work ethic, team player. So just all the characteristics that come from players from Alabama. So. Just we want to get some last year for the first time. It was fun to go against them. Always good to go against your alumni or players that you used to play with. But as we know, it's a division game. You're just going to be ready for everything they have to offer.
How much does Robert talk to you guys about that? And how much you guys talk about it? This team that just won a divisional game basically since.
Yeah. We talked about it some. It's always good to understand, what games you're playing in and why you're playing the games. These type of games count for two for one for us. Obviously, you win the division, you're in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, we don't want to make it too much than what it is. At the end of the day, we have to do our job. At the end of the day, we have to execute. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, somebody has to make the play. Whether it's a division game, whether it's a regular game, whether it's a championship game. We have to have that same execution, same mindset, no matter what kind of game it is.
And the same for home. You guys have not been a great home team, obviously, this year. It's obvious, but even in the past, last year too.
Yeah.
That seems weird, why are you guys better at home?
No real reason. No. Obviously, we want to get us a win this year at home. We're looking forward to that, and it's a great opportunity. One, because it's the next game, and two, because it's a division game. So we definitely want to be looking forward to try to get our first victory this Sunday.
CJ, what did you think of what happened with Tua last week?
I didn't see the actual play live. I was actually watching the film and saw what happened. It was pretty scary. You always want to be careful, with head injuries. You just never know what type of things that can happen. But, hopefully everything's, good with him and his family. But, other than that, just, that's on their side of the locker room, so I can't really speak too much on it.
But just from a health and safety perspective, as a football player, how much do you guys worry about the head injuries that you're getting?
Well, it's very serious, and if anybody go down, like if you see your brother go down, we want to be the first we're going to be the first ones to see it, pretty much. So whether it's us calling the trainers over or us telling the coach or somebody like, hey, he's not looking right, or he might have went down this play. We always want to look out for each other. And sometimes, you just got to think about yourself a little bit because, you go out there with a head injury, you want to stand for the team and get hit again, and you never know what's going to happen on the next play. So, you want to be that warrior, you want to be smart, you want to always be in it for your brothers, but you got to know when it's time to get off the field. So, like I said, it's a tough call, but there's some plays are a little bit harder than others, but I feel like on that type of play, you just got to more than likely play that safe.
What are the challenges of Mike Gesicki? Obviously, you cover tight ends. What does he bring to the table?
Well, obviously, he's a very tall tight end, great speed, has good footwork, and he can go up and get the ball. So, good eyes and just playing great technique and let the best man win.
What do you think to the point of
this year? Why do you think he's been able to elevate his game?
Just his preparation, work ethic, off season, during the season, OTAs, all that stuff, keeping his body right, and just growing in this league. Understanding what it takes to try to get your body back to 100% after each game. Diet plans, knowing what stuff you can eat and not to eat during the season, and obviously just film study and just being an outstanding player.
Is Ahmad sauce yet, or is he still Ahmad? Okay.
No, he's definitely sauce. He definitely earned that. So he still got to get him a pick though. So I guess technically you want to be hard. He's not Ahmad. I mean, he's not sauce until you get an interception, but he's been doing a hell of a job on his own out there, man. It's been fun working with him. Just him being a rookie and the way he's talking and going on the sideline, making an adjustment. Saying his little speeches before the game. So, man, we're all in it, man. We're all a family. So we're definitely excited to see this team and, especially our young guys grow as the season go on.
Rookie corners usually go through like a fire, baptism, under fire, and, they have those awful games. But he really hasn't had any of those moments yet. Is that because, why do you think he's just that good? Or?
I would say he's that good, and his preparation. He doesn't take his work for granted. And hopefully for him and for the rest of us, he doesn't have that game none this season of his career. So, but man, like I said, he does a great job of listening, talking, and asking questions. So, it's gonna be really good just to see him progress as the season go on. As teams try to attack him, and once he starts picking off those balls, he might not even get any action. So, that's just gonna be more credit to him.
You give speeches?
Not like big speeches. He might have something to say. Like when we do our little talk with the defense for the game, we'll ask if anybody want to say something. So, we always leave the floor open. We don't want to keep anybody quiet. So he does a good job. He keeps everybody motivated when he talks.